So we got another WWE 2K24 trailer, really excited about the game, and it seems like they fixed something that I was complaining about. It's a small thing that always used to piss me off, but I want to start with this. Bray Wyatt, the Fiend Bray Wyatt to be more specific, is going to be in a WWE video game for the first time since WWE 2K20. Also known as probably the greatest wrestling game of all time. Some would say this is the best one, but I don't get it. Like, it doesn't even have a cover star. It does have ass and boobies though, and Rey Mysterio being like, booyaka. Maybe it's not that bad. But yes, 2K, listen, the Fiend is going to be in a WWE video game again, which is really awesome because that is the version that a lot of people enjoyed. They released a full entrance. It looks great. It looks absolutely amazing. The situation is absolutely heartbreaking, but, you know, glad to see Bray Wyatt in a WWE video game, and I'm sure we're going to see more Bray Wyatt versions in the game. Now, of course, welcome back to the channel. Make sure to like, subscribe, all that shit you need to do. Let's react to the trailer. Okay, boom, 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 pyro, lots of pyro. Macho Man Randy Savage, looking good. Okay, of course, you gotta show this every time. Oh, WrestleMania 20, the only arena I'll be playing with the right camera angle. Okay. Bray Wyatt. I love this. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens. It's so random, but I'm glad it's in the game. Cody. Looking good. Okay, okay. Boom, leg drop, brother. And Roddy Piper versus Bret Hart. So much detail in this one. New version of Shawn Michaels and The Rock. Man, this... Okay, we'll talk about that in a second. I wanted to stop. I wanted to pause the video. Man. You know, I have my problems with this, but I'm really, you know, excited about some of these matches. And from the top rope, super finisher. Okay, okay. And he ain't finishing shit. Fuck your story, Cody. Okay, okay. You know... Oh, of course, I slammed Andre! I slammed Andre! Awesome. I have no idea how this Fiend match is going to play out. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, I kinda already want to see something new, like, these 2K showcase modes are, you know, well, it's pretty much obvious what you're going to get at this point, right? Like, you play it once, you forget about it, that's it. It's a good mode, but you guys know me, I'm a fan of these modes where you can kind of be creative, control your own, you know, story. You get the idea, like GM mode, universe mode, some career modes in WWE games. So I'm ready to see more of that. I can't wait to see My Rise, GM mode, how does it look and all that shit. But there is something to talk about when it comes to graphics, models, and matches, so let's get into it. First of all, WrestleMania 20 arena is looking good, and I'm going to be using the regular camera angle just because you can see the logo. It's probably the only arena where you kind of just want to see it the right way. There's one thing I gotta complain about a little bit. So I appreciate this new camera angle. I think it's great. I absolutely love it. SmackDown Here Comes the Pain vibes, great for Royal Rumble. I do have one issue though, and I don't want to nitpick because I'm glad it's in the game, but isn't it a bit too far from the wrestlers? A bit too far away. Can we zoom in just a little bit, tiny bit? Can we zoom in just a little bit? I want to see those beautiful graphics. So I want to talk about WrestleMania 25. And here's the deal, people. When I saw the first trailer, this is something that I complained about. I said that, why are they using the 90s or whatever filter on WrestleMania 25? Because here's the deal, people. You all know. WrestleMania 25 happened in like 2009, I believe. The way WWE television looked pretty much the same back then. We didn't have grain or anything like that anymore, so I was like, why are they using this filter? Why is there no color? Look at WrestleMania 25, look at WWE 2K24. Well, I'm not delusional enough to think that 2K listened to me specifically, but they listened to the fans because this is how it looked in the first trailer and this is how it looks in the new trailer. It seems like it finally got some crowd color. I get it, it's such a small thing, but I'm glad that, you know, some things are still being changed. I mean, the atmosphere looks completely different now. Also, they showed this camera angle for WrestleMania 17, and I think that's for a very good reason. The stage is iconic, and that's what I was talking about. When I'm playing a match at WrestleMania, I want to see the stage. I want this to feel special, because with the original camera angle, it's like there's no really a big difference, maybe a different crowd color, but if it's, for example, WrestleMania 25 or SmackDown, you can barely feel the difference. So I'm really glad that it's in the game. And finally, retro version of The Rock. When was the last time we got that? I believe 2K16 or 18, I could be totally wrong, but for some reason it feels like we haven't seen this version of The Rock in quite a few years, and I could be wrong, but it just feels like that. And I think the model looks pretty good. So when it comes to this Fiend match, I have no idea what's gonna happen. This was a cinematic match that happened at WrestleMania 38? Or 7. From what it seems like, you're just going to play it like a regular match, but after a cutscene, it's gonna change up, which is good enough in my opinion. This is going to be that one different match in WWE 2K24 Showcase mode. Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon looks really good. I've seen a screenshot and it seems like Shawn Michaels got a new model, and also, I appreciate the detail. Look at the ladder. Again, I gotta nitpick because this is kind of a review, reaction, whatever you wanna call it. I am not the biggest fan of the championships. I've said it before, they look way too dark again. I believe in 2K22 or 3 they kinda look better. What pisses me off the most is that modded championships look better. So, you know, championships are a big part of WWE. Make them look good. Make them look good. Like I've said, these last-gen consoles are holding these games back. Someone said, it could be talking right out of their butthole, but someone said that this could possibly be the last video game on PS4 and Xbox, whatever it was called. So maybe the next one is going to look a lot better because, like I've said, these consoles are holding these games back, and that's why we can't really progress with the graphics. This is as good as it's going to get. And you know, I don't really want to sound like an asshole because at the end of the day, I get it. Not everyone has PS5 or all of these, you know, new consoles, so I get why these games are being made on older consoles. So yeah, I guess I answered my own question. Man, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Kevin Owens. We got an updated Stone Cold. And I assume this is a cutscene, although I wish it wasn't. Can we do that with tables? We can't anymore, right? Like, it's still crazy that SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 still has the best weapon physics. Like, by far. 21 matches. So, it's been confirmed. 21 matches, 40 years of WrestleMania. I get your concerns. It is a little bit disappointing. And in a way, I kinda hope part 2 is coming in WWE 2K24. 5, but the thing is, like, it's really, and it's probably because it takes a lot of work, but it's not like they couldn't fit more matches. Like, there are so many Undertaker matches we could still have in this game, like Randy Orton versus The Undertaker. I mean, why not? Man, take a look at this. This right here looks like Here Comes the Pain remastered. I don't know what it is about this version of Kurt Angle, this model of Kurt Angle, but it looks really, really good. Really good. Also, some of the matches got revealed, like Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins, which is pretty awesome. Again, we're not getting anything that new. Randy pretty much looks the same, but we're getting WrestleMania 31 Arena, which looked pretty awesome in my opinion, and it's also daylight, so good. We have a couple of matches that haven't been announced, and I guess we all know what these matches could possibly be. Like I've said, there's no way Brock Lesnar is not gonna be in this video game, or more specifically 40 years of WrestleMania, because he is one of these big names that had a lot of WrestleMania matches and can still be used. He's not in AEW, well, not anymore, but this game was, you know, made way earlier. So I'm wondering what these matches are. I think it's gonna be either Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar or one of these Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar matches. I would personally go with WrestleMania 31 because they had their best match at WrestleMania 31 if we're not counting their SummerSlam match, but it's 40 years of WrestleMania. So yeah, the game is looking good. Like I've said, not the biggest fan of this mode, but I've always understood why it's a thing in these video games. So let me know in the comments below, how do you feel about this game? I'm just waiting for universe mode, cutscenes, GM mode, layout, how it all looks, what kind of features are we getting, and my rise. Really interested in what kind of story we're going to get. So thank you for watching this video. The Great One, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.